Yo, yo, yo. Don't be out. It's Marky Mark's tab. You know what they say? They say tarot. You know tarot? Some people say tarot. Tarot. Yo, yo, yo. I don't give up. I don't give up. Oh. Don't get excited. I don't give a damn. I don't give a. All you bitches. All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, Steam. Spotify. Facebook credits. Really? I wonder if this shit really works. Oh, deep? Really? Oh shit, I didn't know about that. Let me see something here. Oh, I can actually buy Amazon gift cards on here. That's pretty cool. That's nice. Okay, and gift cards are purchased in the US. It will be scanned and sent through your email. Many people with email rather than gift use in your own trade or you can use manpower. Blah, blah, blah. These cards will be sent via delivery. I should test it out. This gift card is accepted on Amazon. Your card will not expire. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind buying that. That's pretty cool. Hey, Sally, I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, sure. If you want to, I'm here. I just got here like 6 minutes ago. I'm ready when you are. No problem. I'm just browsing the internet over here, checking out stuff, trying to figure out about this Amazon card. Amazon. You're good? Good to hear. Cool. Yeah, I just got it. Cool. Thanks, Sally. You can ask your questions when you're ready. Sorry to hear that. Maybe it was for the best. All right, what I'm getting here is I believe like the conflict and falling out you had and like all that stuff, like he's feeling it, like he's not particularly happy about it, obviously. Um he feels like he can recover like from it and like you guys can like speak again in a way. It's weird. I got mixed feelings and emotions here. I got mixed stuff here. I got like, he's upset about what happened, but he feels like if it was his fault, I would say that he might try to speak to you again and like say, "Hey, look, I don't know about an apology, but he might say, "Hey, look, I have a plan, or I have a situation here, and I want to know how you feel about it, and blah blah blah." And then I get another. On the other hand, I get that he's trying to. I think that he might not have a job, or his job is like getting on his nerves, and like he's got personal things in the way of trying to recover what he has from you or with you. So I would say if he was the reason of the falling out, then I would say that he's eventually, I don't know when, but he's eventually going to like try to speak to you again and make things like cool. But yeah, yeah. See, like I don't think he's gonna take accountability, but he still might speak to you eventually. Like he still might say, "Hey, look, this, and that." I get like a weird vibe here, just like you say. He's not gonna take accountability, which I don't see here. But his negative emotions is not only because of like you or something like that. I think that his own personal life isn't going the way it's supposed to. And that's no excuse, don't get me wrong. But I feel like he feels trapped that he can't do certain things. So maybe when like he talks to you or something like that, like if he has no one else to like go off on or something, I don't know. It's weird, like because I'm getting that he actually is going to like speak to you again because he feels like he did the wrong thing by you know fighting with you or like arguing with you and shit like that. It's weird. I got half and half. I got like I don't know what word I want to use here, but I guess some type of delusionment that he probably feels like he's delusional at times and like he can't cope with you, work, life. There's a lot of guys out there they can't handle like multitasking, doing things, and it's no excuse really. Okay, well that's what it is then. So he did contact you again, which I see. He tried to contact you again. But if you didn't respond, then what do you expect from him now? You know what I mean? So I feel like because he voice messaged you, he feels like he has to, you have to respond to him. But I think because you didn't respond, I think he's still gonna try to contact you again. That's what I see. Like he's gonna try and contact you again. Hey Shania, how you doing? Well, I wouldn't respond to that either. But I still feel like the cards are telling me that he's gonna try to contact you again. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like he has no solutions to his difficulties. He might be like a person with a very dominant personality, and he may be like, older than you, and he might feel like, he's very like, he has like his needs, he's all about himself, right? So, another thing that I see here is he's emotionally confused. Something about his job is not going well. I get that again here for the second time. Like, and he feels like he's failing at things. Nothing's going right for him. Yeah, see? Yeah. Okay, cool, Shania. Enjoy it. Yeah, he's older and stuck in his ways. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting here. He's stuck in his ways and he feels like he's always right, probably. And that's why he gives you a difficult time. But nothing's going like he is thinking about you, and he is like upset that you haven't responded. But like, why would you? You know, it's like, what do you think? You're gonna keep on disrespecting me, and I'm gonna call you like? So I get a lot of bullshit in his life, and he's all about himself, and he has no solutions to any of his problems. So he's like in a shithole right now. Things aren't going very good for him, and that's probably why like he acts the way he does. When people's lives are shitty, they take it out on the first person that they see or somebody that they're around, and and they don't realize it probably, but it's no excuse really. You're a human being. You know what you got to do and what you can do. People know what they're doing, but they just don't give a shit, and they think you're just gonna stay for the ride. Yeah, sure. Use me as your punching bag. Why not? But I don't think you. I don't think you have. I don't think you've heard the last of him. I think he'll be back around, or try to communicate with you again in some way. It's up to you if you want to deal with him again. But my advice is not to, because people like that don't change. Anything people change is their underwear and their soap, maybe, or their life or their job. But that's about it. Sometimes they change their hair, or their paper towel, or their toilet paper, but their life is still shit. But if you're already getting that vibe from him now, Sully, then I would say that it's not even worth dealing with him. I think you did the right thing by not responding to him. Let him talk to the wall. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? I honestly don't give a fuck about anybody and what they want. I only give people a certain chance. I told somebody today that it's weird. You go out of your way to talk to somebody. You try to get to know them. You put in some effort. Then the person's like, nah. And then when you don't put in effort, the person's like, hey, look at me. Look at me. Like, what about me? I thought you liked me. I'm ready now. Meanwhile, like a whole year later, you're like, oh, look at me now. Why? Because you weren't ready when I was ready. So now I have to be ready when you're ready. Fucking delusional planet you live on. So that's why, like, I don't understand people. You got done scrubbing the boiler pan and dishes, or you can come do mine next. Man, I put soap and water inside the sink. I got ready to wash the dishes, and then I looked at it and I said, "Man, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna let it soak in here, and I'll be back to it." I fucking hate dishes, Dan. I really do, man. I can't stand it. I should have done the dishes before I came on here, but I just ain't got. I hate it, man. I'm honestly gotta come up with a plan to get a dishwasher. That's how much I hate washing dishes. I really want to get a dishwasher, but I don't have the room for it. I mean, I can rearrange my kitchen a bit to fit it in there, but it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. It's not gonna be like I'm gonna have to eliminate something just for it, and I don't really want to. I want to so I want to something about yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean, my mom always says it the best. My mom's always like, "I wish I can throw away all the dishes and then go get new ones." And I'm like, "Mom, if that was the case, that'd be great." But see, I'm not a paper plate and paper cup and plastic cup person. I don't like that. I need to you know, I need to have something that I can cut on and not have no paper plate bullshit. And then there's like coffee cups, and then man, it's just a pain in the ass. Honestly, it's my fault because I should do my dishes every day so that way it won't accumulate, but when I cook, I use a lot of dishes and then I just say fuck it and I'll do it the next day and then the next day and then I'm like, no, yo, Mark, you got to do this shit now. Like I just hate it, to be honest. I honestly hate dishes. It's so annoying. But I'm thinking about getting a dishwasher. See if I can get like a small one. You know. Yeah, I went through that bullshit in the army. I won't be doing that no more. In the army, we weren't allowed to have um metal knives and forks because they didn't want nobody to like kill each other and shit. So when we went to the canteen, all it was is plastic forks and plastic knives and spoons. No metal at all. And I was like, fuck this shit. I can't deal with this. A lot of times I pick shit up with my hands. When I was in the army for like 2 weeks in a row, I ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, bananas, cereal. Like I hardly ate from their like food thing, like what they made, because it was all shit. It was all trash food. I didn't really like it. When they had like boiled eggs and potatoes, I'd eat that. Sometimes I would take a couple boiled eggs and I would mash them up and I'll put them inside like a sandwich and I'd eat that. Yeah, my mom always hates washing dishes too, but honestly, I would pay somebody to wash my dishes every night. That's how much I hate it. But I'm gonna try and get a dishwasher. I'm gonna try and come up with some type of situation here because I can't take it anymore. It's fucking annoying. All right, that's enough about my dishes. All right, Sully, you said number two. How does my friend Christina feel? We also had a falling out, unfortunately. Her wedding is a month away out of state. I can't afford the trip anymore because I lost my job. Oh no, she decided to cut me off. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I know, Sully. Me too. Like I bought some pay. Like every morning, I'll have like a sandwich or I'll have like um, like anything to do like a sandwich or bread. Or in the mornings, I usually like cheese and bread or an egg sandwich or something like that. And I'll have a paper plate just to put it on because it's not like super hot or anything, and I ain't gotta cut it. I just gotta grab it and eat it. So I'll always use a paper plate in the morning, and then for lunch. Like I usually make things that I cut or I need a real plate for. And if I make like an egg and bacon sandwich or something like that or an omelet, I have to use a pot, a pan. I have to use a spatula, fork, shit like that. And then every day I drink coffee, I have to use a spoon, I have to use the cup, and it's a pain in the ass. And then when I fry fish, I have to use a container for the batter. I have another container with the fish. So if I don't wash that right away, it'll stink like crazy because the fish stinks, right? If you have the thing there for a day or two, which I don't want to do. So usually I'll soak it in water and soap. But like I only use a paper plate in the morning, that's it. Because I don't like to cut on a paper plate and then like, sometimes whatever you make, it doesn't, I just don't want to put on a paper plate or a plastic plate. But it all depends, like you know what I mean? And I don't like to eat out too much. I like to make my own food. It's cheaper and I know I'm making it, I'm touching it, and I know where it's coming from and I don't like getting food from places too much. I'm not a takeout person. I mean, I eat takeout probably once or twice a week, but it's only from places that I trust. That's why I have so many dishes because I cook every day and it's annoying. And if I ever get a girlfriend, we have to make a deal. I cook, you clean the dishes. And if she can do that, I'll love her forever. Oh, that's nice, Dan. I'm glad she's doing better and she's eating. That's a good meal to put in your body. All right, let's check what Christina's feelings are about you, Sully. My friend told me I don't value her enough, but that's not true. I didn't expect things to go south with my job, and I can't afford an extra expense anymore. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, you're just going through a bad time. She should understand that. But some people, like, I want you to think about it the other way. What if it was the other way around? What if you were getting married and she said that to you? How would you feel? You know, are you gonna feel the same way, or would you be kind of mad? You know what I'm saying? Because like women take weddings like very serious. If my friend didn't come, then you didn't come to my special day. I'm not speaking to you anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think women take it a little harder than my guy would be like, yeah, whatever, bro. Oh, some guys are just as bad, but I mean, if I was the one getting married, I'd be upset that you couldn't come. And but I understand. I'd be like, all right, that's okay. It's all good. But as far as like her feelings, I think that she feels that you are she still feels like you guys are friends and stuff, and she still feels that she can be friends with you eventually again, but she just feels like you made a bad decision or you did this to yourself, and then now it's affecting the wedding and and affecting all the stuff. So she feels like um I think she told her the guy that she's married. She told him, and he kind of like said, "Oh, that's fucked up. That's your friend, Blah." I think he kind of edged on more like nastiness to. I don't know how he if you knew him, but the guy that she's marrying, because I got a guy here reversed. So I think that the guy put it in her head to say, that's fucked up. It's our wedding. She should be here, and I don't care. Blah 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 blah. So I think that he kind of like made things worse and probably said something to her. Because deep down inside, like she knows that she's disappointed, but um, she doesn't like. She kind of just feels that like she feels pressured by making the decision to like make say go at you for it. Yeah. Well, I think that her soon to be husband had something to do with her reaction towards you. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. See. Oh well, there you go. That's why I got what I got. So he is influenced her. Because I don't think she's like really upset with you like that. Like I still think that she'll talk to you eventually. But it's him. I got a guy reversed, a guy that's bad. He deliberately wants her to like not deal with you. So that's pretty much what it is. I don't really get her being really, really super upset with you. It's him. He influenced the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not getting like her feeling like super bad at you. I think he had a big part in it. Because I don't get her reversed here. I get him reversed. He's the bad person. And for you to say that, then that just proved it, man. That's why I was like, I got a guy here reversed that maybe her soon to be husband's an asshole. And you're telling me he is. So obviously he doesn't want you there anyway. And he probably told her, see, this is meant to happen. I told you, don't bring that damn woman here. Nah, 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 nah. Because I got the King of Wands reversed as an asshole. He like deliberately wants things to happen. Like he was hoping that you wouldn't come, which is sad. But, you know. Sully, I know it hurts and I know it's fucked up, but, sometimes spirit does this for a reason. Spirit puts you in these predicaments because they want you to know if you're not going to be accepted by who she marries, then why go anyway? You know what I'm saying? You could still be cool with her, and I'm sure she's going to be like cool with you eventually. But hey, Tanya, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? I still try to go and love and support her because I know she's a good person. She verbally cut me off. I see we were only pen pals anyways. Oh wow. I didn't think long distance mattered. Shit. Oh no, Tanya, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll take care of you, sweetheart. No problem. Whenever you're ready. I'm just finishing up with Sully here. So Sully, I don't know. I mean, I still think that I mean, I don't get that she hates you. I don't get no hate towards you from her. I just think that the problem is him. He's influenced her decision. She has influenced she has been influenced by him. Blah, 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 blah. That's the problem. And because you told me all of that, that makes more sense. So he's made her believe that, hey, see, this woman ain't coming to this. Your friend Sully isn't coming. And that's why, see, I told you this damn person is this, and that's why I went off on her the day I did, and blah, 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 blah. But I don't get that your friend hates you, but she probably said those things because she was influenced by him. At the end of the day, she's marrying an idiot. So there you go. Most women do marry idiots anyway, and most men marry hoes. So fuck them. That's what I say. Sully, sometimes you gotta say, to hell with those people. Because if he did that to you, that's a sign right there to not deal with them. If she said that to you, you're just a pen pal friend. That's fucked up. You know? Yeah, exactly. I understand that totally, and of course you didn't. But I know it is ridiculous, and I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, right? But at the end of the day, this happened for a reason. You see what I'm saying? And I tell people when things happen, like, don't try and justify who's right and who's wrong. It happened because Spirit didn't want you to get hurt even further. Spirit didn't want you to be a part of something that they don't want you a part of. And weddings are like kind of weird anyway because people are going to invite certain people and hurts. A wedding always hurts somebody. You know that, right? A wedding is always going to hurt someone's feelings. Some people, I had people that there's one wedding I didn't get invited to, right? And it's still like it doesn't hurt me. Nothing really hurts me like that. I don't really give a fuck like going to your bullshit ass wedding anyway. So a a, a very good friend of mine and someone I've known my whole life got married, and it was a very small wedding. And he didn't pick me as his best man, and he didn't invite me to the wedding. And now he's getting a divorce almost 20 years later. So Spirit saved me from going to a wedding that wasn't going to be real love and real wedding anyway. So what? Why would I want to be a part of a failed wedding? Not my problem. And I know that's kind of harsh, but that's how I feel at the end of the day. You didn't invite me, fuck you. That's how I think. So at the end of the day, you get to save money by not going. You get to save your time and your energy because you ain't going. And you ain't gotta worry about it. See, ain't it a blessing? You gotta look at this as a blessing, Sully. I'm trying to like make you feel better and not make you feel like it's your fault because it ain't your fault. At the end of the day, people go through hard times, and if you're my friend, you should accept it. If I was the one getting married, I wouldn't be mad at you. I'd be like, look, you're going through some fucked up times. I'm sorry. I wish I can pay for you to come here and be here with us, but you know somebody's going to record it. So, even if you can't come, she should have said, oh, it's going to get recorded. I'm going to get somebody to record it and live stream, and I'll add you to it so you can see us get married. That's what I would have told you. Because nowadays, you could do all that shit. If I ever get married, which I probably won't, but if I ever do, never say never. If I ever do, I'll get it all like put on like a live stream and have somebody run it, and then add my people who can't come. I'll just put it on a live stream. It's simple. Why not? I'll get somebody to add it on Instagram, and people just go in there and check me get married. You know? Yeah, I understand that, Solly, but you know what? A lot of friendships end, and people are in your life for a reason or a season. There's a lot of people who are in your life for a very long time, and then they leave. And then there's a lot of people that are in your life for a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and then they're gone. It's life. A lot of times you gotta. There's a saying that I say: you can't miss nothing you never had. So if you never really had a serious relationship with somebody that had true meaning and true love and never had no, you know, bad shit happen, then you can't really, miss nothing you never really had. And that's how she made you probably feel, oh, we're just pen pal friends, fuck you. So that indirectly that says, and they both hurt you with their words. So at the end of the day, you should be thankful you got rid of these people. I'm just trying to cheer you up. But, you know, from this is my opinion. From what you're telling me, I would say fuck 'em. That's what I would say. You don't need friends like that. If they don't have any understanding, then they're not your friends. Tanya, talk to me. What's going on? Talk to Daddy Marky. What you want me to do for you? I'm not gonna rub your toes. Nah, I won't. I promise. I promise I won't, Tanya. You're not the only one that does it. It's okay. I try to be this year. I promise to be very understanding to everybody in here, and try not to let myself get into your life and your reading. But it's hard because I care about you guys. But I'll do my best for you. No problem, Sally. Just think about it this way: you just gotta be with your good friends, not your bad ones. You just got rid of two people that don't give a shit about you. Because if they did, they would treat you different. All right. So Tanya, you said you're gonna get tired because you told me this before on Saturday morning. I'm getting rid of a lot of our furniture because I can't take it with me, and I'm downsizing. I'm really scared of the future. Nothing's happened. No decision has been made, but I fear it. Okay? You really want Phil to answer that again? Well, I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this, Tanya. I don't believe you have anything to be afraid of because at the end of the day, the stuff is yours. You're in control of it. At the end of the day, you're in control of all the stuff. It's all yours. You're his wife, so it's all yours, right? And who's gonna know? And who's gonna like come to you and say, "You can't do that, Tanya"? You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody come to your house and taken pictures and said you can't get rid of this shit? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. Ain't nobody gonna do that, you know? But what did the attorneys say to you? Did they say that they can that you can get rid of this stuff? Yeah, so then what's the problem? We've already discussed this like a few times, you know? Like that's why I don't understand why you're so afraid of getting rid of these things. Because I remember when I talked to Phil that time, I remember I was telling you about how the closet had all his stuff in it and he said that to give it away. Your attorney gonna tell me next month waiting for the same thing you're But that's the thing, like I don't know. I mean, I'll pull some cards and see what I get because you just said right there, I can do what I want with it. I can paint it pink if I want to. So like that's the thing. If you need to downsize, then go ahead and do it. But the thing is, Tanya, listen to me. Like you've already downsized already. You've already given away a shitload of stuff. You've already done so much. So what's stopping you from getting the rest done? It can't be fear. Because if if Phil had a problem with it, which I know he does, right? If he had a problem with it, bad shit will be happening. Has any severely bad things happened with you in the house? No, right? See what I'm saying? You gotta trust it. I know it's hard, but you gotta trust the process. See? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't want to listen to Marky. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, Phil's so proud of you. You have no idea how proud he is of you. You know, if he wasn't, then I try to tell people if spirit is not proud of you and they don't and they are mad at you, you're gonna know about it. Shit will go all fucked up. Everything will be shit. I said in here in my other life, right? When you die, you're broke. You have nothing. You go into the spirit world with absolutely nothing because you don't need anything. It's just your spirit. You know? That's it. We live a physical world, material, spiritual, and then after that, boom, it's all gone. So anybody who cares about anything that's left behind is a person who doesn't want, as a spirit who is jealous and envious and is not a giver and a devil. And Phil is not that person. And I remember when I spoke to Phil last time, he took me to the closet and he said, "You tell Tanya to get rid of all my stuff. I don't care. Give it to people. I would be, I don't mind if who she gives it to. It doesn't matter." He's already told me that. See what I'm saying? Because he knows you're not a greedy bitch that's making money off of all his shit and don't care about his shit. See, you're not like that. Why did you marry Phil? Because he had that house and he had all that stuff? No. See what I'm saying? And if you was a greedy bitch or a bad person, you would have been sold everything and gone, right? But you care enough to be there. You got me? Trust me, like he's not mad at you at all. I never get any mad. I never get any bad vibes from him for you. Listen, even the cards are telling me, right, that the cards are telling me that, whatever you do, you're gonna gain from it. Like you're gonna gain from all this thing. Everything's gonna be fine. Whatever you want to recover, what is lost, you recover from that. So whatever happens, you're gonna recover from it anyway. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you're fearing to lose, you'll recover from it anyway. So it doesn't matter what happens. Yeah, I understand that, and that's what we're here for, to help you with that. You know what? Like I don't even need to look at the cards, to be honest, because I hear Phil now. He's talking to me now. Hold on a second. 'Cause I was hoping that he would talk to me, so now I got him now because I don't even need the cards. Yeah, like right now, he's telling me that he doesn't want you to go through all of this bullshit. He's upset that you have to go through this alone, and you have to go through it without him right now. He's upset that you're upset that you feel that way, but he's going like this. You can let it all go. It doesn't matter. He honestly does not care what you do with it. He just wants you to be happy. That's what he says. He says, let it all go. I don't care. And he's like rubbing his head like this. And he's like, I can see him going like that. And he's like, fuck, man. I don't know what more, like, what more you want me to say or do. Like, he's kind of like frustrated because you're frustrated. Like I told you many times, he wants you to be happy. If the only way you're gonna be happy is to keep getting rid of things, then keep getting rid of things. I've told you many times on here, just like have a fucking sale and just get rid of everything. Just buy it, get rid of it. You know, his treasure can be someone else's, and just do whatever you have to do. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot to do and a lot to think about doing. But you're doing the right thing because there's only so much that you can do. But between the cards and what he's telling me, right? Like, cause I see like a lot of boxes, I see a lot of items, I see a lot of I still see a lot of stuff. He's showing me like all this stuff, and like he's sitting on a couch, like a beige couch or whatever. I don't know if you have a beige couch. I can't even say it. Blah, blah, blah. A beige couch, or like a beige chair or something like that. He's sitting on this thing, right? He's sitting on this couch or chair or whatever, and I can see him, and he's like, I don't need this. He's picking up things. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need none of this stuff. She can do whatever she wants with it. I don't care. He wants you to like have less stress. He wants you to have less to do, less stress. He wants you to do less. And he's very, like he says, he's very proud of what you've done so far. Yeah, you've been had the blessing for a long time now. I remember when I don't know if you remember, but you remember when I tapped into him like a while ago and I told you that he was taking me through a closet and he had like some suits and stuff where he had like all his clothes and I saw like hangers in there and like he was like, tell her to give away all the clothes. I don't care. Get rid of it. It's okay. Like he doesn't want you to be burdened with any of that stuff. And he says, I have a lot of shit. So just like do what you want with it. He doesn't mind. He doesn't care. He's not gonna hate you if you give the stuff away or make money off it. He honestly doesn't. Like he wants you to be happy more than anything else. I told you that last time, yeah. But you can't feel guilty for just letting it like, go. It's cool. It don't matter. Look, and I'll give you an example. My brother-in-law is not dead, even though some people wish he was, but I don't. I want him to pay and live and suffer. But when he left here, he left at least $20,000 worth of stuff behind. And do you know that I haven't made hardly any money off of anything because I rather give it away to people who need it. And that's what I did. And every time I let something go and I see the smile in that person's face, it makes me very happy because I don't have to make money off of that shit. And if I do, cool. And I just put the money right back into the workshop, right back into the house that he left. And God keeps blessing me every day. The other day, my friend came here. I told you guys he took like a shitload of stuff. He was the happiest person ever. And it's not mine, it was his. I just gave it all away. I don't care. I gave it to him for free. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really like some things you just have to get rid of because you and I are gonna die too. And it's gonna somebody's gonna take it anyway. That's what I just said in my last live. We're all gonna die. That shit's gonna go anyway. That's why we have to let things go. If we die today, everything we have is gone. We can see it in spirit, but we'll never be able to use it again. That's what people have to realize. Like this is life. I know it's hard to accept, but it's the truth. People just don't get it yet. But I do. That's why I'm a lot more open to buying things and not caring, you know? Hey Antigone, how you doing? You ain't got no damn oracle. You're supposed to say hi, how are you first, and then ask for an oracle. We don't do backwards shit around here. Shania, you said super chat is being weird is trying to tell you something. Don't ask no more questions. You're welcome, Tanya, but it's up to you. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do what's best for you. He wants you to do what's best for you. That's what you gotta do. I know it's hard, but he's telling me, But why wouldn't it be? It's been fine all this time. You can't like let the devil take your mind off of the trust. See, that's what's happening. And Phil looks frustrated right now on that couch because you're frustrated. He feels your frustration, like he knows, like he knows you're frustrated. And he's just like, you just gotta get rid of this shit, and you won't be frustrated no more, cause it is all gone. If it's all gone, what? How are you gonna, be frustrated after that? Like he wants you to keep doing what you gotta do, and you've come a long way since I first met you. And I tell you that all the time. I always encourage you to do what's right, and doing that is the right thing. Yeah. Oh, the if the attorney told you that you can do what you want with it, then that's your sign right there. Fuck that attorney. Don't worry about them. They ain't worried about you. They ain't gonna get rid of this shit for you. I'm saying. Like, and Phil took me outside, and like there's a lot of leaves all around and stuff, and like I see like a garage, and then he's like outside, and he's telling me, look, like he's going like this. He says, see all of this? I can't enjoy it anymore. I'm here in spirit, but this is all gone now. I said, she can do whatever she wants. I don't care. Like she's totally cool with whatever you do. He just doesn't want you to be upset because it makes him like, feel like, yeah. It's like spirit don't have really like, spirit can show me they're upset in a human form, like what they would be like in a human form if they were in human form. See what I'm saying? Even though they're a spirit, they're still showing me what they would react like in a human form. So he's like, you know, he's like, why are you like still not doing what you gotta do? You gotta do what you gotta do. You're not by getting rid of listen, by getting rid of Phil's things doesn't mean you're getting rid of him. And he doesn't think that you're getting rid of him by getting rid of your things. You see what I'm saying? You're never getting rid of somebody by getting rid of what they had. Remember, had. This is he can't have those things anymore. He can walk in there right now in the spirit and look at everything. You think he's gonna be like, hey, don't give that away. What you doing? No. He doesn't like he just wants you to be happy. He just wants you to do whatever you want, you know? And he doesn't really care. I mean, like, he can't really care because it's nothing he can do about it really. But he's like outside showing me things. Like he's looking like I'm looking through his eyes, and he's showing me like all this stuff. And he's like, I really don't care. Like, no, hell no. Materialistic things does not define a person. You see what I'm saying? Materialistic things does not define a person. Because materialistic things is what someone preferred to have. Like me, I have hundreds of hats. And when I die, someone else's head's gonna be in them hats. You think they give a fuck about me? Hell no. Anybody who gets those hats, they're gonna be happy as shit. And I wouldn't even care. I'm not gonna say, okay, well, if you put on that red one right there, you're gonna die. And if you put on the green one, I'm gonna make you have nightmares. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna be like, yeah, look, they're got my hats. They're happy as fuck. Cool. Whatever. I don't give a shit. When I ain't gonna have no time to be bothered with what I leave behind. Because when I'm a spirit, I'm gonna be at the game. I'm gonna be watching sports. I'm gonna be watching all my teams. That's why I told everybody I don't need to travel no more because I'm gonna do that when I'm a spirit for free. And everybody laughs. They say, yeah, you laugh. When you're out there, you see me in spirit, you're gonna be like, oh shit, Mark's at the game. Damn right. That's where I'll be. I'll be at the game. I'll be watching sport. I'm gonna have time to be fucking gallivanting and worrying about what I left behind. Fuck no. Give a shit about that. Denzel Washington said it the best. When I die, there's not gonna be a U-Haul behind me carting my shit to the grave. And that's the truth. And when I heard that saying, it woke me up. And coming from him, that means a lot because he's a fucking billionaire. You're getting rid of the desk and other pieces of furniture. Yeah, go for it. The more you get rid of, the better because that's less you got to deal with. And you always keep saying you want to downsize, and Phil is totally okay with that. And I tell people on here many times, if spirit has a problem with you, they're gonna show you they have a problem. And I never ever have tapped into Phil and had any negativity or any resentment towards you. Never. He just today he looks like, he's like he's showing me like what he like he's just kind of upset deep down inside, like because he's not there for you and with you. And he doesn't like the fact that you're stressing about his shit, you know? He doesn't want you to stress about his stuff. He doesn't like, I mean, he cares about you, he doesn't care about that stuff. You're welcome, Tanya. I just, try not to let the devil get into your mind. I know like when you go through his stuff, I know it hurts. I know it hurts to see like things that people gave you or they had, It's life. It's like my friend Sue. She bought me these two decks that I use all the time, and I always mention her when I use it. Or because she died doesn't mean I'm gonna stop using it, you know? And it's just I use it in memory of her. So you can keep certain things if you want, but whatever you don't need, give it to somebody else or sell it. Why not? No one's gonna know anything. You already got the blessing. It's your shit anyway. It's your stuff. And Phil will help you sell it and help you get rid of it. He'll give you the insight for it. Is there any of his friends that you can give some of that stuff to? Like remember you told me a long time ago. Yeah, shop to sell things. Sometimes he can get rid of. Okay, sent that. Okay, cool. Is there people that remember you told me a while ago? I'm trying to figure something out. That's why I'm gonna pick your brain right now. Remember, if I'm correct, remember you told me that his friends from that where he worked, like you said that you kind of was like wondering if you were like on good terms with them or they were like, I don't know, I can't remember if like I can't remember what you told me, but I think Phil's trying to tell me like to give some of this, ask some of his friends if they want it. Oh, okay. Is there anyone around you named Billy or Bill? Uh, I don't know why, but I'm getting like a Billy or a Bill. Somebody named Billy or Bill is gonna take some of that shit. So if you don't know who it is, the person that's gonna take some of that stuff or want some of that stuff is a guy named Billy or Bill. I can't make it out, but I think it's Bill. I wouldn't say Billy. I said Bill, but they might call him Billy. But his real name is Bill. Somebody named Bill is gonna take some of that stuff. That's why I was asking you if somebody he knows named Bill. That's why I was asking. That's why I was asking you if somebody worked with him, if like somebody named Bill, or there could be a man named Bill that's gonna take some of that stuff. Cause I could have sworn I heard him just say Bill would take it, or Bill's going to take it. Somebody named Bill is gonna take that stuff. And I don't really get names like that to be honest, but I heard Bill. That's why I had to like ask him again, or ask you if you know somebody like that. He just told me again. He just told me again, please tell her do what she has to do to be happy. Even if it means getting rid of all that stuff. He doesn't mind. Honestly, he just wants you to be happy. And if you're not happy, he's upset. But he just when I first saw him, he was sitting on the couch. And after that he went outside and he's still outside now. He's walking around the house outside. Because I saw him. I don't know if your house is like a dark color or dark green or something like that. But I saw him also at a dark green place. Like wherever the area is like a dark green area too. Like a dark green wall or a house or something. Or a dark green something. That's where he was just a while ago too. Yeah. And he said you don't, as I read that your last sentence, he said you don't have to do everything all one time. Like he doesn't want you to rush. He doesn't want you to like feel like you have to like do all these things. Like, he doesn't mind if you don't do everything all one time. He said do everything on your time. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to do everything on your time. But he says please don't stress out on things. He said even if you have to give things to your family, he doesn't mind. He's talking to me a bit more now. He's got his hands in his pockets and he's got some shorts on and like some open toe sandals. I can see him very clearly now. Now I see him more. And he's outside walking around. Yeah, Diamond's over here breathing heavy and snoring. You might hear some noise because my nephew's friends are outside. They're about to start their motorbikes. There you go. 7 cars and a motorcycle, yeah. Mm. Like he said, if you feel lazy and you don't feel like doing it, then don't do it. Just do it whenever you have time. He said, I know she feels lazy at times, like she just don't want to do it, and that's okay. Just tell her, take her time. I don't care. She doesn't have to do everything all at once. She says he hire somebody at the shit. He doesn't want you to stress over anything. I see him around a motorbike. I see him like I saw him walk across the motorbike. And he says he feels bad because he could have prevented. He feels he could have prevented a lot of things from happening. Like he probably didn't think. He says he didn't think he was gonna go so fast, but he says he could have prevented like himself, and he could have took care of himself a little better. Is it gray? Is it a gray bike? Gray. I can't really see like the whole bike, but it looks like it's gray, or it has gray parts on it. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to see what it looks like, but I see just him walking around. But I see the bike; it looks gray, or it has gray parts. Navy blue, yeah, that looks kind of grayish. Yeah, it looks dark. It's a dark color, yeah. Navy blue, gray, almost looks navy blue, kind of, sort of. Yeah. I can't see the whole bike, but yeah, I see like the top part. That's why I asked if it was gray. I'm sure somebody would love to have that, you know? It makes someone's day. Sell it. Do what you gotta do. Yeah. I know touching his things on his desk make you, yeah, I know. But that's more of a reason to like get rid of more things, because it's just gonna make you feel worse, you know? And I understand the whole sentimental value and all that type of stuff, but at the end of the day, he's not coming back, and you know. Yeah, well, apparently somebody named Bill is gonna buy some stuff. That's what Phil just said to me earlier. So that's good. No. I mean, I see him there, so he's definitely there. Obviously, you know. I always see him with you, so he keeps saying to me at the end of the day, I want her to be happy. So being happy means getting rid of some of that stuff or all of it or whatever you have to do. He's all for it. He's totally okay with it. I'm not. He's never once told me not to do something. He's totally open and honest with everything. You know, he's fine. And guess who else I see? I see Sky. Sky just showed up, and him and Phil are together. And Sky said that we're gonna help you. I just saw him. He just came into the picture with Phil. I was wondering who this other person was, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's Sky. I totally forgot that so I had to realize who it was at first. Yeah, yeah. He's actually um him and when I saw Phil and him come together like this and they exchanged handshakes. Like they shook hands and he's there like and he says, tell Tanya we're gonna make everything fine. Everything's gonna be okay. They're gonna help you, you know? They're gonna help you get everything you need done. You can't let like your mind wander with guilt. Don't let your mind wander to guilt. Remember that. I don't know why, but I keep hearing that. I've never heard that saying before. I'm getting chills when I say it. Don't let your mind wander to guilt. Remember that. That's a good saying. I never heard that before. Like don't feel guilty. Don't let your mind wander in guilt, like to feel guilty you're doing something. They don't want you to do that. Can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. See? I just heard it clear as day. And I've never heard that saying before. Never let your mind wander to guilt. See? And he told you never apologize and don't feel guilty for anything. Right? There you go. You can't make this shit up. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. I'm not sure if you know Tanya, but I don't know. I don't know. I think Sky's telling me that. See, I'm not sure if this is what he's saying to me, but I'm going to tell you something, right? I'm going to ask you that. I'm going to see if this is what he's telling me. But Sky said that you guys have a sister that wasn't born, that your mother lost a child before you guys. And she has like a dirty blonde hair, and it's in a ponytail, and she's tall. And if she was living right now, she'd probably be like 60 something. But she doesn't look it. But she has like, I can see strands of white hair. So I don't know if your mother had a miscarriage before you guys, if she told you that. Because when you have miscarriages, they go right into the spirit, but they still develop into a human form, you know? Yeah. Because he says, Mark, meet my sister, the one that was never born. It would have been a girl. And this is the lady right here. She's, see, the reason I know that, because I can't see, um, the person doesn't talk. When the spirit doesn't talk, it means that they weren't born into the world. They just became a spirit. But they I can see what they would have looked like. See, everybody has like a projected human form path, is what I've been always told. Even in a miscarriage, you can see what they, and this, like, even my sister, when she lost her triplets, I see them from time to time. Like every couple years, I'll see what they look like if they were born. So that's how I found out what I was really seeing was them, their projected path, if they was to be a human, if they would have lived after the miscarriage, but like they do live after the miscarriage. I've already proven that. But they just become, they're shown as a human form if they were to be alive. So this lady looks like maybe 60, and she's got dirty blonde hair with with like some white strands in it. And she has like greenish eyes. Her eyes are like light green. Now it can't be yours because she's already older than you, so it can't be yours. If it was a younger person, then I probably would be yours. Yeah. Ah, I just read what you wrote. Okay. Yeah, but before you wrote that, I looked up and saw she never shared any of that. Her past was complicated, part of my baby time. See? So that makes sense then. I'm sorry to hear that, Tanya. Perry. They also got a name, Perry or something. Perry. 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 This has been like a. This has been crazy. I wasn't expecting to get all like these things, but it's because it's just you and I in here. That's probably why it's more open. Yeah, that's what it was, Tanya. Your mom had a miscarriage. The first pregnancy, she didn't have the baby. And it's this lady here, but she doesn't speak. Sky is introducing her to me and said, "Tell Tanya that we had another baby. We had another sister." You know, so he wanted you to know that. Sky specifically told me to tell you that Tanya, we had another sister, but she never lived. That's very nice of him to say that, to add to, let you know that. Sometimes I get that, sometimes, not all the time, but I get it sometimes. Yeah, I agree. Because he did it in real life. You know what I mean? But I was happy to see Sky with Phil today. And Sky told me that information. That's great. So, hey, that's nice. It just shows, Tanya, that they care about you and they don't want you to like get caught up in all the bullshit. Like, you gotta let it. I know it's hard, but you gotta let it go. You gotta let go of the fear of you doing the wrong thing, because you're not doing the wrong thing. Like I said, you can do a lot worse if you wanted to. If you think about it, if you were a selfish bitch, you can do a lot of things, right? It's 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 easy to be negative and hard to be positive. Because when you have a fucked up life and you have fucked up things happen, your mind is constantly on fuck up mode. Your mind is constantly on negativity. Your mind constantly goes into like shambles when you deal with spirit and you deal with things that are left behind. You deal with things, emotions and feelings, and then you start to feel like guilt, or you start to feel like what if, what could, what should, what did, what is going to happen. All that shit don't matter. It should never matter. It should always be about what that person will wants, like, and you know what they want. So there's nothing else more to do but just to do whatever you want. Like you said in that sentence, you can paint everything pink if you wanted to. So that's your all your signs of go ahead. So this is the second time he's confirmed, that he wants you to be happy and to just do what you got to do. That's crazy. I just got reminded by them to tell you the story about my auntie. I even forgot about that too. They were like, tell her the story about your aunt when your uncle died. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You know what my auntie did? When my uncle died last July, my uncle Manuel in Canada, and he had a shitload of tools, and my auntie wanted me to have them, right? Because she said, "Oh, Mark, my your uncle Manuel would have loved for you to have his tools." And I said, look, Auntie Marie, I can't. I have too much shit now. I said, look, you give that shit away or sell some of it. Like, do whatever you gotta do. Put that shit on the internet. You can sell that stuff, use it for use it for yourself. Like, I don't need nothing. I'm good. And she said to my mom, I'm gonna put everything outside and whoever takes it. I don't care. You know? And I don't know if she did it or not, but I know like she said that at some point in time she's just gonna take everything outside and like she's gonna put a sign there that says take it. It's free. Just so people can be happy and just have like his stuff. She said he would probably be mad, but there's nothing he can do about it. That's what she said. She was like, I know he'll be mad because he would want his tools to go to somebody who will use them, right? And take care of them like he did. But then she says, well, he's gone now, so who cares? I need to get rid of all that shit. It can't stay in there. And it could benefit anyone. So sometimes you just gotta like do it. And it's just like me. I went to the fish store, saw my friend, he had the van, and he took all that. He said, come down my house, man, I'll give you all this shit. And he took a shitload of stuff. I was so happy when he took all that stuff. I was like, thank you, Jesus. And I said, look how spirit works. They allowed me to go, and I wasn't even gonna go. I was like, I kind of hope I held myself. So I don't even feel like going now. Now I'll go tomorrow. But I said, no, let me just go now. When I went, I saw my friend. Told him come up to my house. He came. He took a shitload of stuff, and I was happy. See, it just like sometimes you just gotta be. Spirit will put you in the right place at the right time, and people be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Yeah, sure, I'll take this. Yeah, sure, you're giving it to me. Okay, great. Here." When I can give shit away, I'm happy as fuck. You know, I'm like the happiest person in the world when I give away things. And I'm not the type of person I have to make money off of everything that I earn. Like I'll give it away, and if it makes you happy, it makes me happy. Like, cause I know that I don't really give a fuck. And that's just me. That's my attitude. But some people are like, no way, I have to sell this because I'm not gonna die. And when I go in spirit, it's still gonna take my credit card with me. Stupid ass. Careless. Yeah. Well, as long as you're not giving, things to his family ain't gonna come around there anyway, so you ain't gotta worry about that part. But I'm sure his family wouldn't even care about taking his shit anyway. You know what I mean? Right, telling the gentleman who cleaned the chimney it wasn't old and busted, and Phil thinks it was stolen and he bought a stolen thing. So just as well, it's off the property. Yeah, there you go. See? That happened for a reason. See how weird that is? See how cool that is and weird at the same time, Tanya? That's crazy. You should have went to sleep and not donated. That's would have been the best choice for you, Shania. That would have been your best choice, but no. You just have to be Shania. You just have to know about someone's bullshit. You just couldn't just go sleep now, would you? No. Yeah, it is, Tanya. But that's another thing you can do. Everybody who comes to your house to fix something or to analyze things, tell them. Tell every person that comes to your house, hey, do you need this? Do you need that? Walk through here. If you want that, you can have that. If you want this, I'll sell it to you. Like that's what you gotta do. See, that's probably something that you can do. Like whoever comes to your house to fix shit, you know, do it. Like just get rid of that shit. That's what I did. Anybody who comes around here, you know, even yesterday when the electricity guys came, I went outside with 2 drinks. I said, "You guys want some juice?" Oh yeah, sure, man. They didn't say no. I was like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "Here you go, bro." I just gave them two. I don't even know who they are. They just fixed my shit. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that type of person. I really don't. I know that like people are like a lot of people appreciate shit. I know if somebody gave me shit, I appreciate it too. You know. You're welcome, Tanya. Anytime. Love you too, sweetheart. I want you to be happy, and I want you to be safe, and I want you to keep understanding that the devil's always gonna try and poke you. And try and make you feel like you're doing the wrong thing. But remember the saying, right? Don't let your mind wander in guilt. And that's what they're trying to do. Yeah. Anybody who comes around or anybody you see, like just tell everybody you associate with, people at your job even. Just say, hey, look, I got a lot of things, you know, and that's it. That's all you gotta do, Tanya, is outright say, hey, you know, bang, bang, bang. Simple. Say, hey, look, I got this, I got that. You should even take pictures of the things you have and say, hey, look, you want this? You want that? How much you want for this? Or sell it, give it away, whatever. That's how you get rid of shit. I'd appreciate it if you went to hell sleep, woman. No, I'm good. I'm finished. I'm finished with Tanya. I'll deal with your pain in the ass now. Don't be rushing me. Got some nerve. Been in here all this time, and you want to aggravate me now. That's why I tell you, you should have been asleep. That's what you should have done. You should have been fucking asleep. What is Katrina's thoughts? Yes, it was, Tanya. I'm so glad that all that happened for you. I'm glad we got all that dealt with. It's just to show you that they're waiting for you. They're ready for you. They're doing everything they can. What is Katrina's thoughts and feelings about my work lady? She probably thinks you're a lazy. Yeah. All right. What is Katrina's thoughts and feelings about it? I'm far from lazy, that's for sure. Um, I would say this person thinks that this person, Katrina, she might be like a tricky type of chick. She might be like trying to find fault with your work and trying to find like things wrong, but she's like she can't, or she's like trying to figure out how she can. I don't know. This person doesn't seem that. I don't know. This person thinks that uh It's hard to say because this person is also a person that is like has a beware of help sign. Like they don't want to help you too much, or they don't want to give you advice, or they don't want to like do anything because they might think that you'll think that she has some type of ulterior motive or something. Like I feel like this woman's like tricky, and she's kind of like is like trying to find fault with you, but she hasn't. So it's like she's okay. So she's like, you know what? She's mature. She's doing what she needs to do. So I'll leave it at that for now. But I can't trust her. I'm just gonna keep my eye on her because I feel like this person, Katrina, has dealt with a lot of people that she had to let go. I believe I told you something like this before. So there's like, she's trying to find like a fault or an error. Like she's always got her eye on you to make sure that, if you fuck up, she's gonna be ready to tell you. So as long as you don't fuck up, then she won't really like bother you. But she's waiting for you to fuck up. That's for sure. Like she's kind of waiting to see, if you're gonna do something wrong or you're gonna be like doing something wrong so she can like catch you. But so far she hasn't like have had a reason to. I don't know if she comes across like that, but that's the energy that I get from her. That's her thoughts and feelings about your work lately. Like, I don't see anything wrong with her, but I'm gonna keep my eye on her. Type of vibe. She does come across like that with her eyes. You can tell through her eyes. Okay, cool. I didn't know you was like that. Yeah, she seems like she's tricky herself. You gotta watch out for her. Like, she might be watching you at all times, so don't fuck around. Cause she'll like is waiting for that. Yeah. My eyes have always been a problem to people. You know why? Cause they see right through you. They see the bullshit all the time. Yeah. Long as you know, long as you know it. Yeah. That's why you're still here. You can't get enough. You have to because if you're not, you'll be getting a diarrhea spell. You are who you hang around. Intent. You are who you hang around. He said, don't say that. Too late. Ask a second question. Let's go. You got to go to sleep. Let's go. You don't hang around me. You aggravate me. That's a difference. Aggravating me and hanging around me is two different things. No new friends around here. It's just a person that comes in here and aggravates me. That's who you are. And you aggravate other people too. I know you do. That's just who you are. An aggravating Taurus. Ramming people like, come on, let's go. Let's go. Mm, 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 mm. Taurus. Fucking aggravating. There you go. Needed that burp. Everywhere I go, they find me. Hypocrites and parasites. Somebody tell me what the fuck they want from me. Oh God. Why do you care what Thomas thinks and feels? You honestly think that they care what the fuck you feel and what you think about them? I don't you have nothing to hate on, so it's cool. I would never be hating on you. Thomas is like, this bitch is whack. She be like, this guy Thomas is like, this fuck. Can't stand this woman. Oh my gosh, she's aggravating. She never shuts the fuck up. I don't need nobody. It's the other way around. You need me. That's why you're in here. You need me, because I'm the realest motherfucker you know. You be going to all these other fake ass psychics. That's why you come in here. Get your ass straight. I'm the realest in here, you already know. All I need is God, not you. And God didn't send me you, that's for sure. All right. So Thomas feels that you're reasonable, you're fair. You know, he thinks that you have good intentions, but he doesn't trust you quite just yet, obviously. But he seems like a faithful and loyal and trustworthy person, even though he's a stranger to you right now, right? But he doesn't trust you 100%, obviously, because he doesn't know you. But if I'll put it to you this way, if he's older than you, then he's gonna be like, he'll listen to your ideas or listen to you at work or work with you, but he's still gonna like undermine you. He'll probably be like, yeah, you know, even though we just started working together, I'm older than you, you don't know shit. But you know, I'll listen to your ideas, I'll listen to whatever you have, but I'll take it at face value. Yeah, I know I'm psychic on fucking Thursdays, duh. So that's how he views you. Because you're younger, he's gonna say, okay, well, I'll accept what you have to say, or I'll accept what you're doing, but at the end of the day, I know more than you, or you know, I know more. But he doesn't like to work with other people, so he might be kind of cold at times, or he might get that vibe from you that you don't want to work with him, or you don't want to be too close to him. Like, and he might just like to be alone, or like to be like off to the side and not say too much. So if he's not very talkative at times, I would say he would rather be alone and rather not talk too much at work or get too close to anybody at work. But he doesn't look at you in a bad way. He just like will probably, you know, once he starts working with you more, he'll probably be like, okay, well, I'm older. I've been doing this longer than you. So, you know, from my experience, he'll probably tell you in a cocky, weird way, but he won't never like probably take what you say. And most men probably don't care what a woman says about work anyway, because Most men are like, I don't care what this woman says, she don't know shit. But at the end of the day, I feel like you can trust him and he's gonna be okay. Like I don't think like yeah, I think he is like because of the age difference and because like yeah, because like he probably thinks he knows everything. But most men are like that anyway when they work with a woman. They're like, yeah, this bitch don't know shit. I know more than her. She's under me. Even though he just started working there. But he could say the same thing to you. You just started working here too. Blah blah blah. But so far, I would say that he's not going to be like that towards you. But if he hasn't, then I would say he probably doesn't have a reason to. But just remember, that's how he is. That's his thoughts about you. Like I don't, I think you're cool, but I'm ready to switch up on you if you act up. That's kind of like how I am. Don't fuck around and you won't find out. And if you think you know more than me, probably you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Because a lot of young people think they know everything, and they don't. I got humbled many a times when I was young. Young people need to learn from their elders, not try and tell them what to do. I don't switch on nobody. I treat everybody the same. I treat people how they treat me, and they don't like it. When they get their own medicine, they say, "Fuck, that tastes like shit. Can't handle that." That's what they do. That's what I do to people. But for you to come back all the time, that means you love me. So it's cool. The feeling's not mutual, but and my advice is to never worry about what people think about you or what they feel about you, because they don't really give a fuck about you anyway. That's why when you ask these questions, I know it's what you want to know, but they could probably care less, and so should you. When you go to work, you should just go to work, mind your own business, and not try to make friends and not worry about what anybody thinks about you. Because none of those people you work with are paying your bills or paying your wage. The only person you answer to is your boss. And that's the only person that you should be talking to or developing a boss and friendship and a boss and employee relationship with. Everybody else is irrelevant because they're just like you. See what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, this year I vowed to not tell people what they want to do, or I just give my advice. But I think it's a personal waste of time to worry about what people think about you. Fuck 'em. That's what I say. I don't give a shit what people think about me when I work with them. They're gonna be hating on a mofo anyway. Hey Toka, how you doing? I just got your donation. Thanks. I'm doing good. It's been a good day. Now that you're here, this shit's about to get crazy. Talk to me. What's going on? Toka's in the building. Holy shit. It's bad enough I got Shania here. Now you came. Oh boy. Shit's about to get real. It's getting crazy. Nah, I'm just teasing you guys. You know me, I like talking shit. I've had an interesting, decent day. It's been nice. The energy's been good today. It's still the retrograde, but it's like today's been like a calmer, you know, better day. Like it hasn't been like a pain in the ass until Shania came in here. But even though she's here, like I just kind of like act like she's not here. My dog's over here snoring like crazy. She just sprawled the fuck out. She's got the life. Eat, sleep, and shit and eat. I tell you, people are fucking crazy on the roads, man. Every day in Bermuda, there's like accidents and walls knocked down, cars, bikes, people all fucked up and shit in the ER. People like that, they ain't got no patience. I don't understand it. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm grateful every day I make it home and my fucking, because I got a brand new van. It's like 2 months old. And I swear to God, anybody hits me, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of them. I swear to God. I'll beat the ass. You hit my damn van, I'm beating your ass. I don't care if you're an 80-year-old granny or a fucking 18-year-old just started driving. I'm gonna beat your ass and then talk to you afterwards. Everybody left when they saw your ass coming here. They're like, oh God, this damn woman again talking about feelings and thoughts and bullshit. Aggravating Mark talking about this and that. She don't let this man sleep. She don't let this man rest. Always fucking irritating. That's why the audience left. They're like, oh God, this woman again. Fuck. They're gonna be all day dealing with this shit. You definitely ain't my damn entertainment woman. That's your anthem. Why you always lying and denying? Oh girl, go to sleep, Shania. See, I got a remix. You ain't no damn boss. You're a fucking employee. Shut your ass up. You're looking at a boss. All right, Toka, what you said? Jay's next actions. Still haven't seen him this week. I was a bit more distant today, though, with conversation. Oh, yeah, so you're playing hard to get, like most women. All right. Then you're like, oh, Jay ain't said nothing to me. That's because you ain't put any time. See? You're just like Shania. See, I feel like I talked to you. Must be her fucking twin. I don't know what I'm gonna do, you damn women. All right, let's check. Mm, I would say like in the next couple days, I don't see too much communication or too much like from him. I get like he's like he still thinks that things are incomplete between you and him. Like, you know what I'm saying, Toka? He still has some type of like he thinks that your friendship that you have still doesn't have the right meaning. He feels like, that if he were to like talk more, that he'll be wasting his time maybe, or like he's trying to like find out what can make it more complete. Like I think that he honestly wants things to improve and to develop as time goes on, but he also needs to get over his past efforts. Like he thinks that he might have turned you off from like past situations or past efforts, you know? I'm also getting that he thinks that you're shy and you don't want to talk to him, or you're like ignoring him on purpose because there's no real opportunity. So he's kind of indecisive on whether or not he really wants to approach you or talk to you more. Like he probably feels like things aren't like, he doesn't want to make a bad decision and like get on your bad side. You might be a little bit too intimidating for him, or maybe because you gave him silent treatment, he's like, yeah, let me not say nothing. I don't want her to bite my head off. Fuck that. Like he doesn't want to make a mistake. I think he's scared to make a mistake with you, or to like get in your bad books or get on your bad side. You know, me, I'm heartbroken. Oh hell no. my heart ain't never been broken like that. Oh no. My heart says fuck you every day to everybody who tries to break it. That's one thing I ain't. I break hearts. All right. So anyway, Toka, um, in the next like 7 days, I think things will improve. Things will improve like maybe next week. This week, I would say no, because tomorrow's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I would say next week, things will improve and get better. But right now, I think like he's not really going through like too much. Like you know what I'm saying? You know. And you said you were a bit more distant today with communication, yeah. So like, you know that saying "speak when spoken to." I think that Jay is like that. Let me just check something for you, too. See, I asked, does he have an urge to talk to you more? And he doesn't. And the reason he doesn't really want like have the urge to talk to you is because he's going through some difficulties. And I feel like he's going through difficulties with like a mom. Like maybe his mom's been a pain in the ass, or his mom's got some issues, or he's had issues with women in the past. So he's like, he kind of feels like he has a dull sense of humor, or he has a dull life, or he doesn't know how to come across to a woman. If he doesn't like start conversations and spark a conversation, and that's probably why. Because like if somebody really likes you and wants to talk to you, they're gonna come over and say something to you. That's like me. Like if I like you, I'm gonna keep talking to you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this guy, because that's why I asked what I asked. I asked like, does he have an urge to talk to you? And it's telling me no. And the reason why is because like, but he's tempted to. But a temptation and an urge is almost the same. But like, I would say that he's tempted to say something, but he doesn't know what the fuck to talk about because he doesn't know what you have in common. Or like he might say, "Hey, you saw the game last night?" You'd be like, "Look, I don't watch sports, bro," and he'd be like, "Fuck," you know? Or hey, did you watch the Oscars? He'd be like, "Nah, bro, I don't watch that shit." Oh, hey, like you like 50 Cent? He'd be like, "Nah." Like, ah, fuck, what am I gonna talk about? Shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's the type of guy like that. Like he don't know how to engage a conversation. I don't know if he's like that, but like, right. I mean, you're not gonna come off needy because maybe I always tell women all the time, there's a lot of guys where you have to like, you know, say you have to hold their hand and go, okay, listen to me. I know you're scared of this coochie. I know you're scared of me, okay? But it's okay. All right, sweetheart? We can talk about anything. You just let me know. You know, you can talk to me. I'm not gonna bite you yet. But, you know, you can talk to me. It's okay. Okay, I was kind of shy. Wankster guys that you have to like break them in, and then once they get broken in, like they're cool. They feel more like But you shouldn't have to do that anyway. But he seems like that type of guy. Like you gotta break him in. You gotta like do some talking to see what maybe spark a conversation instead of giving him silent treatment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give you some advice. Cause I know you like him and I know you want that D. So maybe you should like, spark a conversation maybe if you want to. It's up to you. Like some women be looking at me right now like, fuck that. He wants that coochie, come get it. He better fucking talk some shit to me. Like, all right, good, whatever. You're the one who wants it deep. So if you want it, you gotta, act like you want it, or act like you're talking shit. Talk to the guy like, wow. It's crazy because some women be like that with me. They'll be like, I'll be all up on them, talking to them, like, showing some interest, and they'll be all running and scared. And then when I don't speak to them no more, they're like, "Hi, Mark," and they be like, "Look at me, bitch, please. I fucking was all up on your shit. You fucking ran. Now because I dissed you, you want me, bitch? Get the fuck out of here." Get your bitch ass out of here. You had a chance when I was all up in your shit talking to you and telling you all that. I was glazing you and now you don't even know me? Fuck out of here, woman. I don't like women like that. They piss me off. He needs to visit me at my store. I think I'm better in person. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. When you see it, next time you see him in person, even if you talk, yeah, that's true. Everybody always tells me that. They just want attention. Yeah, you ain't getting none from me. If I gave you attention and then you dissed me, or you like acted like you didn't want it, and then when I don't give you attention, you act like you want it, like you beg for it. I'm like, woman, man, come on, man. That shit happened to me this week. There's this chick that I know, right? And I used to like always come up to her and speak to her, talk to her all the time. We guys was getting really cool and stuff. We were pretty like we're friends, but we were like getting a little bit, we were getting close. I even asked her like to, chill with me here and there, but she wouldn't bite. And then I stopped speaking to her. I just gave her the wave, like, yeah, how you doing? She'd be like, and I'll be like, hey, give her that little, what up? And then like I would like drive right across her and act like she don't even exist sometimes. So that shit been bothering her. So I think it was day before yesterday. I think it was 2 days ago. Yeah, I saw her at the gas station. And then like she all waved at me and she parked right next to me. All these parks and she parked right next to me. So I got in my car and I left. I actually like just brushed her off. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then this next guy comes up to her, right? So she must have been like irritated because she wanted my attention, but this next guy came up to her and she was like, I heard like the conversation a little bit before I left. And she was like, "Oh yeah, really? Okay." Like she wasn't interested, and the guy was all like ironing up and shit. I took off. I was like, "Let me get out of here." And later on that day, she texted me. I was fucking laughing. I was like, "This bitch ain't text me ever, and now you want to text me and talk shit." I'm like, "Bitch, please. You're mad because I didn't give you the time of day, and when I did, you didn't even text me and didn't even care. Now because I brushed you off, you were like, let me text him to let him know that." You know, that guy at the gas station wasn't nothing. I want your D. Bitch, please. Girl, you had your chance. Good night. I ain't got no time for fucking games. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that age where I ain't playing those little bullshit games with nobody. Whoever you are, it ain't happening. No games. But that's how these chicks are, man. They be playing hard to get after you done all this work and you've been cool with them and shit, inviting them over and inviting them to like chill with you and invite them to get together, and then you like brush me off, and then now because I don't speak to you, you want to speak to me now? What about all them times I tried to link up? I ain't seen you with no man, so that ain't the problem. You can't say you had another man. I ain't seen no man around you. You've been on social media. I ain't seen you with no dude. You ain't telling everybody you gotta do, so what's the problem? See, that turns me off. That's gonna ruin your chances if you treat me like that. That's how I am. I don't give too many people chances to like come fuck my life up. Hell no. You welcome, Toga, no problem. I would say like just give it till next week, and I think things will improve and get better between you and Jay. So I think he's kind of going through some shit, but when you see him in person, even if he doesn't initiate a conversation, you initiate a conversation. Why not? You know, sometimes you gotta initiate the conversation and they do the rest. That's how I am. If a woman comes up to me, starts talking to me, I'll just, I'll feed off of her energy and her like conversation and keep going until she says she's gotta go. That's all. Or I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna go if she starts talking shit. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go, sweetheart. I gotta go work. Smell you later. Actually, not at all. This damn dog. You all right over there? We're gonna go for a walk in 2 minutes. And take your eyes outside, and then we're gonna go sleep. Okay? All right, you guys. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I gotta wake up early tomorrow anyway. I'll be here tomorrow at some point in time. I'll be here all weekend and shit. I'll be around. I'm gonna finally go back to work next week, as much as I don't want to, but next week I'm gonna finally go back to work. I'm starting to feel a little better with my back, somewhat. So I'm gonna go and get some damn sleep. All right, it was good seeing you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.